When you discover a partner has been unfaithful, the physical pain you feel isn't your imagination. If we put you in a brain scanner right at the moment you read that terrible text message, the monitor would light up exactly as if you had just taken a severe physical blow to the stomach. This diagram shows a map of the human brain, highlighting this specific area that manages sensations of pain. It is the exact same structure that processes physical injuries, like a broken bone or a severe burn, and it is the exact same spot that processes the agony of betrayal. Think of this region as your body's internal fire alarm. When it detects infidelity, it bypasses simple sadness and blares a physiological warning siren. It tells your nervous system that you are facing a direct, immediate threat to your actual survival. That overwhelming, heavy chest pain is your biology working perfectly. It is an alert system doing exactly what it was built to do, screaming at you to pay attention to a threat. To understand why we have this alarm, we have to rewind. This photograph shows the open African savanna, the kind of harsh, ancient environment where our ancestors lived as hunter-gatherers. Out here, staying alive meant staying together. Because of how we reproduce, early men and women faced different risks, so their alarms were tuned to different triggers. For men, the deepest biological panic was tied to paternity. If a male partner strayed, he risked spending his life and his extremely limited food-gathering resources raising a child that did not share his genes. For women, who carried the physical burden of pregnancy and nursing, survival relied heavily on a partner's continued presence. An emotional betrayal signaled a total loss of security. If her partner fell in love with someone else, she and her child might lose the shelter and food they desperately needed to survive the night. In either scenario, betrayal meant a loss of connection, and out on the savannah, a break in connection often led to death. As the writer Elie Wiesel, pictured here, observed, the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. When your heart races over a suspicious social media like or a hidden text message, you are running ancient software designed thousands of years ago to protect your legacy and your survival. Everyone has this built-in alarm, but you might have noticed that some people process a betrayal calmly, while others spiral into a total obsession. There are two specific personality traits that cause this alarm to ring much louder and much longer. Imagine two types of people. First, the chronic worrier, naturally insecure and nervous about exclusion. Second, the fragile ego, an inflated sense of self that is easily wounded. When these traits collide, they create a state of high-intensity jealousy. For someone with a fragile ego, a partner's infidelity isn't just a loss of love, it is a catastrophic attack on their self-image. Their need for control becomes absolute because they feel their very identity is being dismantled. When you add digital tracking and social media to this mix, the situation deteriorates. The ability to monitor a partner's every move traps the brain in an endless, exhausting loop of investigation and paranoia. Breaking this loop is the hardest thing you will ever do, but it is possible. In a moment, we'll show you how to manually take back the controls of your brain. Hit the subscribe button to follow the guide to the end. When a naturally worried mind gains access to 24/7 surveillance, a protective survival instinct degrades into a self-destructive obsession. Even for a stable person, discovering a betrayal causes a violent chemical crash inside the brain's reward center. This line graph shows the sudden shut-off of bonding and pleasure chemicals, plunging straight down. This crash hits the reward hub, which manages addiction. Without these chemicals, your brain experiences severe drug withdrawal, desperately firing signals to demand effects. This is why people do things they deeply regret, stalking an ex's profile or begging them to return. Your brain isn't thinking logically. It is just a starving organ trying to restore its chemical baseline and stop the agony of withdrawal. That frantic post-breakup behavior is a physical struggle for balance. You aren't losing your mind. Your brain is fighting for its life in a state of literal chemical starvation. Breaking this chemical starvation starts with a hard choice. It means recognizing that the fix your brain is screaming for is what is hurting you. As the musician Nina Simone, pictured here, put it, you've got to learn to leave the table when love's no longer being served. To leave that table, you have to perform a manual override. This flowchart shows your brain's logical director, the part responsible for decision-making, stepping in to block those panicked distress signals. It doesn't happen automatically. You have to intentionally choose logic over the physical impulse to panic. You build that logic by visiting your memory library. Instead of replaying the betrayal, you must intentionally pull forward memories of past challenges you've survived. Your brain uses these successful survival strategies to feed the logical director the data it needs to formulate a new plan. You execute that plan by setting tiny, immediate goals. Every time you finish a small task or hit a personal target, you give your brain the reward chemicals it's missing. You are slowly building a new supply line that doesn't depend on your ex. By intentionally engaging the logical side of your mind, you do more than survive the heartbreak. You rewire your internal circuitry to emerge more resilient and better equipped for whatever comes next.